Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology and all things metaphysical. I thought I would just pop in and do a reading for the week commencing Monday the 9th of May, going through until the following Sunday. Now remember, when you're looking at these readings, they are general, they're not specific to any one person. So I encourage you to take the information that resonates for you and then just disregard the rest. And the other thing I'd like to say that even though we're looking at the energies for the coming week, it's your responsibility how you use that information. It's not so much about the cards or me telling you what to do, but how you can look at that information and see how it might be applying in your life and how you can move forward from that space of knowledge. Anyway, let me turn the camera around and see what the reading reveals. Okay, so I've got my tarot cards here and I thought I would use some tea cards as well today. So let's start off with the tarot and see how the energies are looking for the week commencing Monday the 9th of May through until the following Sunday. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards. I'm just going to pop out a card for each day to begin with. So here we go. So we're looking at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going to go in an anti-clockwise direction just in case you want to know that. So let's have a look. Monday. Monday is going to be a day where we're more looking inwards, looking at things from within, looking at where we're at, where we're going. And it's very, very internally focused. And, a lot of people would say, oh, that's being very selfish. But no, it is important to go within and look within your own being, to maybe just take a look at where you're at, do some reflection, some contemplation. Maybe there is something happening in your life where you need to look at it from a perspective of going within rather than looking outwards and looking at other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, but looking at it from where you're at. And also, because we're looking at the Queen of Cups here, we're also looking at it from the space of our emotions, from our intuitive side as well. So this is about having a look at where we are emotionally, where we are intuitively, and using the inspiration that we get there to make decisions moving forward. Now let's add a tea card on for Monday. And we have the Camel. And the Camel is about perseverance. It's about moving forward step by step. So on Monday, it really is important to take that bit of time for self-reflection, to look within, see what you're truly feeling, what you're truly wanting, what you're truly passionate about from the heart space, and then knowing that the journey is going to be a step-by-step slower journey, but knowing that you have everything you need, just as the camel has everything it needs in its humps to get from one side of the desert to the other, you have everything you need within you. It's now about starting to take the journey, knowing that if you persevere and you stay on course, you will be successful. Now let's look at Tuesday. So with all of this introspection that's going to be happening on Monday and looking at where you need to go and doing it step by step, Tuesday things are going to feel a little out of balance because we have another Cups card here and we've got the Two of Cups reversed. So I feel things are going to be a little bit out of balance for you. You're not going to be quite there yet. This is still all within you. It hasn't begun to manifest, but the potential is there. And Tuesday you're going to feel a little bit out of balance, a little bit overwhelmed. Now let's add a tea card to see if we can get a little bit more information. And we've got the Archway. I'll just bring this up because this one's a little bit harder to see. So there it is. It's a beautiful golden archway. And so I feel, even though that you might be feeling a little unsettled, a bit out of balance emotionally, not knowing quite where you're at after all this introspection, know that there is a straight path ahead. There is one way ahead for you, but it's not about rushing into it on Tuesday. Looking at Wednesday. Wednesday is not a day to look to the past. You know, this is kind of a going down memory lane card. You know, when we were children, things were innocent. There were no real responsibilities. Everything was safe and secure. And so on Wednesday, you might be tempted to try and take yourself back to a time when things were easier. But, you know, looking at where you're at on Monday, what it is that you need to do, even though you're feeling out of balance, knowing that you have a clear way ahead, don't fall into the trap on Wednesday of going back to what you used to do, going back to the old tried and true. I feel that this is about you getting comfortable about moving forward in a new way. And, you know, this is what we do when we feel a bit out of balance, when we feel a bit unnerved. We go back to what is tried and true, and we feel safe with it. But this is about you stepping out of your comfort zone. And let's add a T card to this one and see what we have. And we have the Lobster. And this is just reaffirming that it's not about holding on to the past. It is about letting go of the past so that you can move into your future. You know, you'll be doing a lot of contemplating on Monday. Use that time wisely about how you move forward. Even though it brings you out of balance, there is a clear way forward, but you don't want to get hooked on the past. That's the real key there midweek. Now let's have a look at Thursday. Thursday is going to be about breaking the rules a little bit. Now, the key thing with breaking the rules is knowing which ones to break and which ones to hold on to. The Hierophant, when the Hierophant is upright, is about conforming to rules, boundaries, regulations, you know, and ethics, morals, all that kind of thing. And I feel that Thursday, you're going to feel like you want to break out a little bit and say, well, you know, no, I want to do things in a new way. And if we're reading this as a story, it does kind of follow through that if you don't look back to the past, don't hang on to the past, you can open up to a new way of looking at your own philosophy of life, your own ethics in life, your own rules and boundaries in life, and which ones you need to let go of and which ones you need to bring in. And let's have a little look at a T card for Thursday. And we have the Tent. The tent can be taken in a number of ways. It can be about, you know, going into retreat for a little while. It's almost like you've got to let go of the rules and just look at them in order to determine which ones are more appropriate for you. And, you know, rules sounds like a very hard word, but we do all have our own personal rules, ethics, and boundaries. And so this isn't about you looking at other people's rules and other people's boundaries. This is about looking at the ones that you have set for yourself, and just stepping back and observing to see what is working and what isn't working for you before you make decisions about how you're going to change them. Friday, things are going to start to come back into balance for you again. Now, this is the Lover's card. And of course, you know, this is always very obvious in a romantic reading. But when it's in a general reading about our way forward for our week, as this reading is, this is about you coming back into balance again. You know, this is about your internal balance. This is about, you know, you were out of balance here on Tuesday. But if you don't hang on and do things from the past, don't do the old, same old, and look at what your boundaries are and what you need to do to change them, this is about you coming into a new awareness of what balance is in balance for you in your life. Let's add some T cards here, or just one, I think, and see what this one is. And we have the Mountain. You know, mountains can be blocks in the way of moving forward. But another way of looking at a mountain is steadfast, it's still, it stays in one place, and it's reliable. So I feel that for you Friday, you're going to be grounding yourself. You're going to be more stable. You will gain back some stability that perhaps you have lost here in Tuesday when you were out of balance. So I feel that you coming into this new level of balance of being for yourself is going to be strong, steadfast, and longer lasting. And then looking at Saturday. Saturday is about juggling. Pentacles are about the physical things in life, the everyday things. And so you've balanced yourself internally, and that's going to allow you to be in a better space to make some decisions on Saturday. Make some decisions about how you can move forward. Because even though he's juggling, he's still balancing and maintaining his balance on one foot. So it is about making some practical decisions on Saturday from this new place of balance. And let's add a T card here. And we've got the heart. Beautiful. And so the decisions that you're going to make on Saturday are going to come from the heart, going to come from a space that is emotionally balanced, that has come into balance on the Friday. And that is going to put you in a very good position on Saturday to make some heartfelt decisions. And then Sunday, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel that Sunday is going to allow you to get ready to start the following week with some small new changes in very practical ways. Pages, as well as being about young people, can also represent small new beginnings. And Pentacles, as I said, are about the practical things. And so I feel that Sunday will be a day where you can look at what small new beginnings you can take moving into the following week, which will be the week starting the 16th of May. Let's add a T card here. And let's see what we've got. And we've got the Chair. And I feel that by Sunday you'll be sitting a little bit more comfortably about how you want to change things, how you want to move forward in small new ways, and that you will be able to sit back comfortably and make that happen. When we look at this circle, this anti-clockwise circle, and the reason I've done it anti-clockwise is because here in the Southern Hemisphere, the sun appears to move in an anti-clockwise direction. And so I've decided to follow the energy of the path of the sun. But if we look at this as a whole week, we're going to start off with this introspection on Monday about how to move forward and get to the other side and achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Knowing that Tuesday you're going to feel emotionally out of balance, but the way ahead is still clear. And then on Wednesday, as long as you don't go back into old routines, go back to the past and hang on to all the stuff that has worked before, look at this new path in a new way, that's going to open you up to say, well, what do I need to change in how I set rules for myself, how I put boundaries in place for myself, and just observing what those might be before you actually put them into practice. And then moving into Friday, you're going to feel much more emotionally balanced and from a very mature perspective, because this is a major arcana card. And that is going to allow you to be more solidly aware, more grounded, more reliable, more practical for the longer term. And that leads into a decision on Friday that's a practical decision that you will be able to make from a balanced heart. And that will open the way from a comfort zone on Sunday to get ready for making those small new beginnings, putting them into action in the following week. Let's finish off with an oracle card. And I'm going to use the deck Seasons of the Witch from the Samhain. I actually pronounce Samhain because I'm Scottish, and that's the Scottish pronunciation. But because we're still in that Samhain season, or Samhain season if you prefer, it seemed appropriate to choose one of these cards from the Seasons of the Witch. And the overall card is Spider. And it says, what a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery to be untamed. And this is saying to me that as you go through this week of self-reflection and feeling a bit out of balance and then looking at your rules and boundaries, it is about looking at it from what you truly want, this untamed perspective. From the perspective of the spider weaving the web, I can see you weaving a web as you go through the week that is going to lead you forward in a new direction. I do hope this reading has been of help for you today. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week during this season of Samhain or Samhain. Thank you.